Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now is Ojy Okpe with stories trending around the world. Good morning, Ojy.
Good morning, Leila. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Bati.
Hello, Tundun. Good to see you guys.
You too.
And good morning to you viewers. We begin what's trending today here in Nigeria. The management at the University of Lagos has set a panel to investigate the allegations levied against two of its lecturers indicted in the Sex for Grades scandal following the recent uncovered by the BBC. Boniface Igbonu and senior lecturer Samuel Oladipo, a lecturer in the Department of Economics, were both exposed for misconduct and sexually harassing undergraduates in the documentary. Both have been suspended by the university. In a statement released yesterday, the panel will be headed by Ayodele Asenua, a professor and dean of the Faculty of Law. The university also encouraged students and members of staff that have relevant information concerning the incidents to come forward, assuring that their security is guaranteed.
That's an important guarantee.
It's a very important
and I'm
guarantee.
glad that was added.
Yes,
yeah.
but because you also know that Kiki Mordi has come out to say that she has received some threat letters, some people threatening her after the documentary came out, which is really a scary situation for a lot of women who have gone through this trauma, and for them to also face these types of deaths. You know that Kiki also was harassed as a young girl at the university.
That's why she couldn't even finish and get her degree. It's nasty.
Yes.
Well, I think it's a good development that the University of Lagos in particular has set up this committee, but it's not a new committee. That committee has been in place since August last year. So it's like it's a standing committee on sexual harassment issues at the university. And that shows again the seriousness of the matter. Well, the committee has said that, they want people to come and testify. We just hope that at the end of the day, justice will be done. Meanwhile, the two affected lecturers have been suspended, and they should be given the opportunity also for fair hearing. I think that is important. That's one. Two, across the border in Ghana, the University of Ghana, I'm not aware, has set up a committee. Instead, what you have is Professor Gampo, the gentleman who was featured in the video, threatening that he has not done anything, out of place or out of turn, and that he was going to sue, the BBC for defamation. But the value of all of this coming out is that many persons, many young women will probably be encouraged to come out and name and shame and report any lecturer, male or female, who may have been involved in sexual harassment. And perhaps we would like to see a revolution.
Yeah,
the Me Too revolution.
Remember, we talked about that.
Within the Nigerian,
it's long overdue.
It's long overdue. We need a blacklist, to be honest.
Within the Nigerian education system. Well, at least let's start with the education system.
In the workplace, verbal sexual harassment as well. Things that aren't constituted for but exist. We need to start blacklisting and taking it seriously. I really hope that this is the start and not the end in any way whatsoever.
Correct. Like you said, it is such an important guarantee for the young girls. I think that that's the most important thing, just for the young girls to know that it is okay to come out and speak, come out and talk, name and shame. Don't be embarrassed, talk about it so that these lecturers will be put to where they belong.
Tundu, maybe you are right that you should go beyond the education system. Take the story of a 9-year-old girl, who has been abused, severally by one police officer called Brother Andy. And then you read the story, you say, this old man, hiding a 9-year-old girl under the bed and abusing her, I think that particular case, we should keep an eye on it because the law frowns upon any kind of defilement of minors.
Absolutely, by a police officer.
It's so nasty.
Well, still on lecturers and misconduct, this time in the United States. A professor at Drexel University resigned following a discovery that he spent over $200,000 on the university's research funds in strip clubs and iTunes purchases. According to a statement released by the Eastern District of Pennsylvania Attorney's Office, a Nigerian professor, Chika Odinaka Nwakpa, who was head of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department at the university, admitted to using funds which were meant for advancements in energy and naval technology for his personal entertainment. Unauthorized expenses were made between 2007 and 2017. The professor resigned in place of a termination. He has also been debarred from federal government contracting for a period of 6 months.
This is too light. That's just, it doesn't even count as a slap on the wrist. He is repaying, I think, around $50,000.
Yeah, about $53,000.
And the university is paying almost $200,000.
Yes.
It is so embarrassing. The only thing that cheers me up is the scores of eminent Nigerian professors in America and England doing great things. Not this embarrassment.
And this is important to talk about because, I mean, it is a complete embarrassment to the country. But the fact that they took so long to find out that this guy has been spending all that money.
No, it's because he's had access to millions over his career. He's worked there for 27 years. They trusted him.
Oh, my goodness.
They completely trusted him.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Just when you think that some Nigerians are doing well, you are celebrating Chimamanda.
Yes, I was waiting to talk about the story with you, Dr.
Some character will just come up again,
you
know, and fit and promote a particular stereotype that we don't want for our country.
But even in academia, it was recent, wasn't it, that this Nigerian professor in Oxford University was honored with a portrait hanging in his faculty. We're doing great things in academia. I went to this website recently that had this list of so many Nigerian professors all over America, from Harvard.
That's Signa.ng, right?
Yes.
Right, yes.
They're doing wonderful work. Then this...
But I mean, it's like the amount of money it's spent on strip clubs. That's what I mean.
It's just so revolting.
And also, like, cheerleaders and things.
In a country of 200 million people plus, you should expect
there'll be an
occasional surprise.
Yes.
Goods and services.
Goods and services.
What was the strip club risque?
Yes,
the tawdriness of it all. It's so embarrassing.
It's good he resigned, though. I mean, it's good that he did. Yes, absolutely.
He got away with murder.
All right, well, let's head over to the U.S. now. Social media giant Facebook has denied a request from Joe Biden's campaign to take down a video ad by President Donald Trump's re-election campaign that falsely accuses the former vice president of corruption for his role in Ukraine's policy during the Obama administration. Facebook responded to Biden's campaign's request by saying the decision is grounded in Facebook's fundamental belief in free expression, respect for the democratic process, and belief that in mature democracies with a free press, political speech is already arguably the most scrutinized speech there is. The video, which has been also posted by the campaign to Twitter and YouTube, accuses Biden of using his power as vice president to influence Ukraine in order to benefit his son, Hunter.
Wow. That is propaganda. That would make Joseph Goebbels proud.
I swear.
And Facebook has not learned from their Cambridge Analytica debacle.
Well, you know, there's a huge argument with that analytical political thing. It's all about paid ads. So this is a paid ad. They do not take down paid ads. And they also came out to say that they do not go out to third parties to do any fact check.
But they influence algorithms.
They should do that because, like you said, they influence. But also Biden's campaign has responded to Facebook letter calling the decision unacceptable.
Well, but I mean, what relief then is available to Joe Biden, about whom there is no proof that he has done anything wrong, or his son, you know, in their business relationship in Ukraine. Can he possibly go to court and insist that this is, you know, a case of defamation, and that Facebook is using its platform to promote hate speech against Joe Biden? You know, and then test his rights in the court of law.
Yes. Facebook is completely abdicating their responsibility because we have heard a million times over that, oh, such and such product or such and such company made a false claim, the advert gets yanked off the air. That happens constantly. Why does Facebook try to exempt themselves from this moral obligation?
They came out to say that it's all political, that politicians, that they don't involve themselves with political campaigns or anything that has to do with politics. So that's their claim, and it's part of their fundamental, you know,
company policy. According to Nick Clegg,
exactly.
Vice Chairman of
But he should know. He used to be Deputy Prime Minister. He should know.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, there's nothing nothing can happen. Nothing's going to change. Like they said, they're going to keep it. And also remember, Donald Trump has been paying Facebook. I mean, paying for their ad. Their ad is like,
well, he's running very big budget
huge
advertisement.
He's paid about $5 million so far on Facebook, and Joe Biden is only $700,000.
Can you imagine?
Money talks.
Money talks.
They're putting money, profits over their, moral responsibility.
Which shouldn't be, because obviously, like you said, it's
Facebook has enough money. Come on.
Exactly. You're misleading them.
I guess the point where responsibility should take over that,
Absolutely. Well, let's take our final story under entertainment, as today marks World Health Mental Day. UK's most famous redheads, Ed Sheeran and Prince Harry, have teamed up to raise more awareness towards mental health. Sussex Royal posted a short clip on their Instagram account showing both redheads in a charming conversation on how best to tackle mental health awareness. This cracked me up. I think that they're so cute, both of them. Well, they also.
They're lovely.
I know.
Did you notice the doorbell?
Yes, it was God Save the Queen. I thought this was such a charming video, but also, they're both redheads, and can you imagine that that's what he thought he was coming to do? I mean, this is such an effective video, but also the most important thing to take away from today is that it's World Health Mental Day, and they're talking about how people should come out and talk about their illnesses and not be ashamed about it, and share their stories. They also, if you go on Sussex Royal, they have a lot of companies there that are supporting this whole movement. You can click on the links and share your stories and talk about mental health.
I think that's the big message.
Yes.
How this ad alone has generated more interest, awareness about mental health on a day like this.
Yeah.
And of course, this is not the first time that Prince Harry will be involved in raising awareness about mental health, either children's mental health or mental health at work, or the overall objective of the Royal Foundation on mental health, which is to discourage stigmatization.
Yes.
And as you said, to get people who have mental health to seek treatment. Prince Harry and his brother, Prince William, and the Duchess of Cambridge, they were all actively involved in mental health. But at some point, after his marriage, Prince Harry decided to move away from the Royal Foundation and said he was going to show more interest in some other issues, climate change, conservation, and all of that. But he made it clear at the time that he will still be part of this mental health advocacy, which is a major challenge for the NHIS, in the United Kingdom, and I guess in many parts of the world.
Absolutely,
yes.
Dr. Bhatt.
So good collaboration, good spirit, good effort.
Thank you, Ojy.
Thank you, Ojy.